Hey, what's going on? So this is a question I get pretty often, and it's also a marketing ploy that I see used incorrectly by a lot of retail businesses, especially restaurants. It's the show this offer to redeem, especially on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. So the concept is simple. Bring this in and show your server, and you'll get a free appetizer or $5 off or free birthday gift, whatever. People think that's a great way to do a promo. So let's talk about the inherent problems with that. So yes, the restaurant can track in their computer, their point of sale, that 5 of those were redeemed today and it created $100 in revenue. But they can't track who redeemed them. They can't track how much they spent, and they can't create follow-up sequences on those people. So let's talk about what I see as the top 5 problems. I think we'll get to 5 pretty easily. Number 1, you're forced to put a short expiration date on the offer. If you say, show this to your server for a free appetizer and it's got a 30-day window, well, that customer can come in 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the next 30 days. So you're forced to put a short date on it. Show this in the next 5 days. Show this in the next 3 days. Show this today. So research has shown, and when I say research, I mean the research I've done the last 7 years with restaurants, that hundreds of thousands of offers, tens of thousands redeemed at all types of restaurants and breweries. Research has shown, on my end, the shorter the window, the least number of redemptions you're going to get. You're going to get a less number of redemptions. And so by giving somebody 3 days to bring an offer in, you've just eliminated a large portion of your crowd that can't come in because, one, they might have just saw it and opted in and didn't realize it was good for 3 or 4 days. They're out of town, they're on vacation, their kids have sporting events, they're busy in life. We see the average days 11 to 14 after people redeem or opt in where they redeem. Number 2, you can't exclude people based on prior redemption. If I say show this to your server, I have no way of knowing you used it. I have no way of knowing you used it 5 times. If you bring an offer in that has a redemption process, like we use 2 in Messenger, that uses 1 with mobile wallet, 1 strictly Messenger, that allows for the restaurant and the consumer right in front of you to redeem the offer, then you can exclude them from seeing that similar offer in the future. So if you're using that as what we call a tripwire in marketing, that, okay, this is our free appetizer to grow our list, but we don't want this person to keep seeing the ad in the future. If you don't know that Matt Plapp got this offer, 1, and 2, redeemed it, you can't send them a future email, or you can't exclude them from seeing that. And a good example is this past week, one of our clients we work with for the last 6-7 months had a large percentage of their database that has not redeemed their first offer from 3, 4, 5 months ago. We did an email to the people who had not redeemed that offer only, not the people who had redeemed it, the people who hadn't. Give them another chance to get into the restaurant we're trying to drive for first quarter sales. So another reason, so I think I'm on number 3 right now. So number 3, you can't optimize your campaigns. And what I mean by that is if you do the show your offer, you've got no data. But if you do, a good example is a restaurant we're working with right now, Rapid Fire Pizza. They've gotten 150 or so redemptions in the past week out of about 1,400 opt-ins. And so of those redemptions, we're able to continuously, when people redeem the offer, number 1, when they opt in, it helps optimize the campaign. Number 2, when they redeem the offer, we use automation to constantly update the custom audience in Facebook and the lookalike audience in Facebook to find people that look like the people who are redeeming. Think about that. You're optimizing your campaign based on what you think the ideal customer looks like. That's great. We all should be doing that at the start. But then the next level is that you're optimizing the campaign based on people who are opting in. That's great. The level that ultimately matters are the people who walk through the door and spend money. So that's the big avenue. I'm going to say number 4 is taking that a step farther, is excluding certain people who don't spend enough. So if you've got 500 people over a 2-month period that redeem an offer in your restaurant, and of those 500 people, 400 of them spend the ideal average ticket or higher, and 100 don't. Well, you can create custom audiences based on those variables. And so you can say, hey, Facebook, Here's 100 people or 200 or 300 that spent $5. I don't want those type of people coming back. I want the people that spend $35. So you can create exclusion audiences, custom audiences around those people, and create lookalike audiences. To say, Facebook, here's these 500 people that spent a lot of money. Find me 500 people that look like that. And the last part, number 5. Promised you 5, got the 5. Number 5 is ROI. Let's say option A, option B. Option A is a restaurant or a marketer that's got a program that says, bring this in, show your server this offer to redeem. So at the end of the day, the restaurant knows that they spent this much money on the Facebook program. They know they spent this much money on the comps, and they know that it drove this total sales. Whereas on the other end, option B is that, yeah, we have those metrics, but we know everybody. We know every penny. We know every email. And then we can optimize in the future. So we have a better understanding of our ROI. Both of them give you an ROI. They'll both say you had your point of sale, I'm sure, has the ability to show redemptions and the sales associated with redemptions. If it doesn't, you need to get a new point of sale. But if it does, so does this. But this also gives you a more in-depth look at who these people are and understanding how good it is. Let's say you get 1,000 opt-ins and you only get 50 redemptions. That's not good. You're targeting the wrong people. But if you get 1,000 opt-ins and you get 300 redemptions, okay, now you have a deeper understanding of the ROI of the campaign. So please, marketers, restaurants, stop using the show this to your server to redeem and start using the concept of have this redeemed in the restaurant. Go farther, go deeper, get better results, and understand your marketing spend so that in the future you can spend it more wisely. That's all I got. See you later.